I'm really keen to see some McCall's Butterick patterns. They always have sales, but there's one going on that finishes today. So I'm going to take you with me. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing. Today you are coming with me when I go pattern shopping online. I'm going to go into the Something Delightful website where they sell McCall's, Butterick, Vogue and other patterns. I mainly focus on the digital patterns. There are lots of them that are available as PDF patterns, as well as the standard paper patterns that come in an envelope. So I'm in Brazil, I want them right away. So I'm gonna look at the digital patterns for Butterick and McCall. Let's hop into the computer. You'll see my face on the side. I will be talking to you as well. It won't just be the screen and the patterns. Okay, so here's the Something Delightful website. I'm gonna click here on McCall's and start there. I'm gonna go to digital sewing patterns. Usually the newer patterns are not coming out in digital format, so it's really frustrating. Look, the dresses I'm not too interested in. I have already seen the patterns over the years. They haven't had many new ones, and I'm just not into the styles here with full skirts and the ruffles. It's just, I think the ones that I already like, I already have, and they are much older patterns. So when I look at this, it's just not inviting to me at all. I think this is one I have. Let me click on this one. I know I have this one for sure. I like the square neckline. I like that overlapped detail there with the pleats. I wouldn't do the long skirt. I would do the short one. So that's how it looks. I think it's a really nice style. Let's see, it says here it's for jersey, for knit fabrics. So I know from memory that I already have this pattern. This is one of the few dresses that I do like because it's got more of a straight silhouette. There's a lot of puff things and gathered things, and yeah, I'm not sure. Let's look at the jackets and vests. I think I have a similar pattern like this, the Ilford jacket from Friday Pattern Company. So if I already have something similar, I'm not even gonna look. This is one I like. I like this. So I'm pretty fast when I look at patterns, but this one, McCall's 8155, definitely I like it. I like it because it's got a lot of options. You can make a crop jacket like that I would never go for. But there's this one as well. I don't think they've got an actual person wearing the style I like. It can also be a dress, as you can see there. This is what I like. This looks similar to a style created by Belmont. It's a French fashion house that does these really expensive blazers. It looks very similar to this with the double row of buttons and these angled corners right there. I think this is really cool. It's got quite a good size range as well, so let's put this one into the bag. This looks interesting. Let me see, Mrs. Capes and Belt. This looks really cool and it looks really easy to do. I do like the style that it's got some angles that are not rounded. I always like these types of edgy looks like that. I like this overlap detail. I think it's super unique, although it's super simple as you can see, but yeah, it looks cool. Wool blends, wool flannels, melt and wool fleece. I'm sure I can sew this up in a ponte maybe, just to make it a lighter layer for me, because I don't really need the wool blends for my type of cold weather. So this is one I like. It has a digital file, so I'm gonna put it in my cart here. Let me see this one, 78.76. You can't really see any of the details here with the way they've sewn it. I see it's like a really oversized fit style, but I can't really see. I don't like those pants. I would definitely just get it for the jacket if I like it, but I don't know if I do. Okay, so it doesn't have any darts. It's really oversized. It's double-breasted, which is definitely not my jam. No, I'm gonna pass on this one. I would rather something more tailored and that's single-breasted. If you have a larger chest, anything double-breasted is just gonna emphasize that. It's just more fabric around this one that can be for anyone. I don't really see how that would work if you have a bust. This looks cute. Any style that has these peplum details, I think it adds curves. If you don't have many curves, it just makes you look like you have more curves than you do. And then if you have curves, it looks really good. So I think these can suit a lot of people. And I love those pleats at the back. I think they're so cute. It says it's lined. Interesting. I wonder why they show the seam there then if it's lined. Brocade, wool blends, velveteen, baby cord, lining fat. I would do that in linen. From the front, it just looks like any jacket with a lapel, a notched collar. At the back, I think that is so cute. It's got darts. It's a really nicely shaped jacket. This one just has darts underneath the bust at the waist, so I would definitely need to do a full bust adjustment and get a dart here on the side as well. You know, these patterns are made for a B cup. I think you can really tell when they don't fit properly. So yeah, this is one I'm definitely interested in. The shorter version though, not this longer type of peplum. And I would definitely leave that tab on the waist out. I think that's just too much detail. I've definitely got a video about this one. McCall 7254, cardigans and short collar variations. Yeah. If you like this, I have a video showing you how to sew this one. It's really nice. I have it in a green sweater knit and it's a really nice shape. I really like that one. So you can see how old these patterns are because I probably got that pattern and made it up in 2019 or something. I had like this one, 7332. Here it is. I like this lapel. The way you would sew this is like a rounded short collar. It would be the same technique. It's just that it's not rounded here. It's got that angle and I think it's cool. Maybe this is a little long. It's a little too long for what I would prefer. I would probably want it maybe 4 inches shorter than the original there. I do like that neckline. I think it's unique and sort of classic at the same time. Look, you can even sew it without the lapel and just sew it really simple like that. And it can also be a vest, which is cool. I always like vests, as you know. So yeah, this is a style I would definitely make. The sleeveless with the lapel I think is nice. I think without the lapel it would end up just being too simple. I definitely need to do the full bust adjustment, add a bust start right there. Okay, so that one is definitely going in the cart. I am really excited about that one. That one's really nice. I'm really not interested in any of these coordinates right here at all. So let's skip those. Here, I think this is the one I mainly want to see. Coats, capes, and ponchos. I like sewing that. This looks interesting. Poncho, I think this is a cool poncho because from what I can see, it's for woven fabrics, but it doesn't really give you any information. It just doesn't say a thing. It doesn't really say what type of fabric it's made for, but that looks like a flannel to me. I like the collar and half placket options there. I think this is a cool pattern. It's different. I don't have anything like it, and this is too small to even read what it says there. Oh my gosh, I can't see a thing. It goes up to XXL. That's the largest size. I'm gonna put that in my cart. And then the other one I'd open was this one, petite files. Yeah, if you're petite, these patterns are for you. I'm definitely not petite. I'm 5'8", so we shall skip that. I would have to do a lot of pattern adjustments to get this to fit my length, so I'm not even gonna go there. Poncho, this looks cool. I like the V type of look there where the corner is at the center front. I also like that collar that's overlapped and folded like that. I think it's really nice, and it's not really close to the neck as you can see on the model. It's nice and away from the neck, so I think this is cool. It should be really easy to sew and really comfy to wear. Oh look, it has a zipper there. That's pretty unique. It goes up to size extra large, which is not a great size range. Okay, this one I wanted to see if you can make it without that flounce on the center front. I think it's just way too bulky. It looks like raglan sleeves, but it's just part of the circle and the collar here. I don't know what's pushing me away from it. Maybe that I just think it's way too full of a cape. It's just got too much volume on the cape. I like one that's a little less voluminous. It's got these slits here for you to take your hands out. The pockets, it should be easy to sew, I think. I'm not sure if it's lined or not, probably not. And then this flared coat, no, it's just way too flared. It's just way too much volume. Super fabric hungry as well. Yeah, it's like wearing a dress but over your clothes. I think that's way too much, at least for me. I mean, I think in theory these styles are really pretty, but then I don't end up wearing them because I feel like I'm taking up a lot of space in the world with so much fabric, and I can't get myself to buy that much fabric for a garment. I think when I look at the tops, I have the same feeling that I get with looking at the dresses, and mainly that I don't like any of them, or at least the newer ones. Just too much poof and gathers. And look at this. This would not look good with a larger bust, in my opinion. It would be really difficult to fit properly. Crop styles, no, it's just like I don't even want to look at the tops. So the ones I already have are probably more old versions like this. I know I have this one. This one's been in print for years, and I think it's pretty popular because they keep making it. McCall's 8161 has a lot of sleeve options. So this is more of a classic for me, you know. No pants, jumpsuits and shorts. No, I don't want to look at these either. Okay, here is Butterick. See, it says here that the sale ends the 14th of December, which is today. You know, I saw this and I thought better have a look today. I'm gonna go to digital sewing patterns because that's what I'm after. Look, I don't know about the dresses. I think I already have the ones that I like. There haven't been many new ones in the digital format, so the ones I'm seeing right here, I've seen them for at least a year or more. So I'm not really that keen on having that much of a look at them because I have the ones that I like already. suits and coordinate. I want to look at this one. From what I can see, it's asymmetric on the front. It goes across towards one hip. I would get this for the blazer. Look, and it's just got one pocket over here and princess seams. This raised type of neckline looks really cool. This is a type of jacket you would wear on its own. At least I would. I wouldn't want to wear it open because it's asymmetric. It would hang really funny. I think it's a really nice design. It's edgy, it's different. It would be a different experience to sew something like this. That's not the typical thing that you sew. I think all asymmetric styles are like that. They just give you a different experience. I absolutely love it. Same, I would have to do some type of full bust adjustment to these princess seams on the front. Just change the shape, give myself a bit of space there. Anything with a B cup does not fit me properly. I already have that pattern. I have this pattern, I have this pattern, I have that pattern. Jackets and vests. I've been looking at this one because it's really classic. So on the liner, you can see that there's a dart that finishes within the pocket right there, either slanted or vertically. I'm not sure if you have vents here at the back on the sides. You can't really tell from the line art, but it's for woven fabrics, you know. Wool, flannel, tweed, velvet, corduroy, brocade. And whenever I see those fabrics in my mind, I'm just screaming, no, linen. I'm gonna make mine with linen. It's got nice shaping, but it's not fitted either. It's not boxy, it's not oversized. I think it's just right, at least how it looks like on these pictures. Coats and capes, yes. Let's look at this. Okay, Butterick 6917. This looks like a nice classic style that I would make short, like the red version right here. Just like a little jacket, not like a coat. I want to see the details of that raised collar. I think it's got a few pleats around the shoulders. Let us see the line art. This pleat looks really interesting. Something totally different. Raised neckline, it's probably finished with a facing inside. It overlaps. You can put 2 buttons there at the waist, but it doesn't have all those bunch of buttons like other styles. I do like the fact that it's got the waist seam and the darts and these really interesting princess seams that go into a pocket on the side. I think pockets like this are worth sewing when they're different and they have something to look at that's going to add to the visual. But when they're just inseam pockets, I'm not keen. Full bust adjustment coming there, it would have to be done. It would probably affect the front peplum piece as well, but you know, with sewing anything can be done. It just takes a little longer. So this is definitely one that's really pretty. It goes only up to size 20, you know, not great. I wanted to see this Mrs. Funnel Neck Peter Pan or pointed collar coat. So I've got a pattern that is similar to this, the Legan coat from Itch to Stitch, that I've already sewn and fitted, and I think it's a nicer pattern with the cup sizes, which makes a huge difference. So no thank you with this one. Let's just have a quick stroll. I'm not going to bore you with my browsing because I can browse really quickly, and I'm not going to be commenting them all because look, this one jumps to my attention. That is like a circle top, like it's based on a full circle, but a top, it's not a skirt. I think this could be really cool. So you can see all the volume at the back. It's sort of like a cape, but a shirt. Pretty interesting. You'd have to wear it with something fitted like they've styled it there. I think the styling is appropriate. And for once, I even like the fabric they used because it's a circle design. You can really see the stripes go diagonal right there. And it looks really neat on the back too. Oh my gosh, this really inspires me to make it in something with a stripe for sure. The yellow one, yeah, it's nice, but I think the stripes show the design much more. This is very different, totally different. And I love that neckline's different also. Full bust adjustment there would have to be done as well. Whenever you see these shapes that are not the standard, you can still do full bust adjustments on them. It just takes more steps, you know, but it can be done. I do like this one. This is different. So I think that's all the Butterick I'm going to look at. So for the McCalls and Butterick, I have 7 items in my shopping bag. Some McCalls. I think there's like 4 and 2. And I don't really want to remove any of them. The price is really good. $3.19 each. That's my order. I'm really happy. Look, I haven't sewn one of these patterns for a long time. I think it's always extra work for me to sew them because of all the extra fitting I have to do. There's no cup sizes. I always have to do more fitting, you know, figure out the construction. Sometimes it's a little more complex. But I have a goal for 2023 to sew one of these patterns a month. I hope I can get that goal going because I really want to sew these patterns. So let's see. I hope this was enjoyable to watch. I was gonna shop anyway, and I thought, why not share? It's like shopping with friends, right? You're all my sewing friends. So I hope this was fun. I can never go to a shop and buy these in person. you that have that opportunity to go and see the envelopes and whatnot, you have more options. You are very fortunate. And I'll be able to download the digital files from Butterick and McCall's pretty much right away, so that's nice. I'll see you soon. Bye.